They're coming off a season where they notched a 7-6 record, won a bowl game, ended on a 4-game winning streak. The TU Golden Hurricane is back at it on the football field Saturday, September 3rd, when they travel to Wyoming to take on the Cowboys. It is a pleasure to welcome in head coach Phillip Montgomery into the studio with me to talk about the upcoming season. Thanks for coming, Coach.
Hi, I'm excited to be here.
Boy, how's it going so far? The season kicking off this weekend in Laramie, Wyoming. How's it been?
It's been really good. You know, fall camp is always one of those things you look forward to. The guys have really bonded and grown. I like the way we're projecting right now. Our scrimmages have been very competitive. We've had a lot of battles at different spots. We got a lot of new faces, but I think we've got a lot of key guys back from the last couple of years. And so I'm excited to get on the field with them this weekend and get an opportunity to really test ourselves. It's always strange in college football because we don't get the preseason games or all that part of it. It's always inter-squad scrimmage type, and then when we tee it up, it's for real, so it's going to be fun.
You know, we have some video from last season, and you all were in really every game. You barely lost to a playoff team in Cincinnati, barely lost to Ohio State, Rose Bowl champion in Columbus, you know, barely lost to Oklahoma State. How do you translate those close losses to victories this year? How do you tell your guys this year? Because you have a lot of people coming back.
Yeah, we do have quite a few coming back, and I think more than anything is the way we finished. You know, I thought we really got on a roll there at the end, ended up winning a bowl game. I thought we probably played our best team game in the bowl game. So, you know, that carryover is what you're wanting. That momentum is what you're wanting. To get off to a good start this season is going to be important. But that being said, it's about each week, and we got to take it week by week, game by game. And I think our guys are really locked into that point and that fact. But obviously, game one's important.
Who are some players that you're expecting to make a big leap this year as fans are in the stadium, you know, watching TU? Who are those you're expecting, okay, they could make a big jump this year?
Yeah, you know, I think there's a number of guys that kind of probably fall into that category. Obviously, you're going to start with Davis Brin, our quarterback, who now has a year underneath his belt. You're expecting big and better things from him. I thought he finished up the season in a really good fashion, and he's built on that momentum. Now we got to go do it underneath the lights and got to continue that process. I think there's some guys that have made plays in the past. Having Keelan Stokes back, who didn't get to finish out the season last year because of injury. Kendarian Ray defensively as a safety for us. We lost early in the season. He being back and his leadership and his experience is going to pay dividends. But you got some other guys like an Anthony Goodlow, who I thought production-wise really had a tremendous kind of breakout year, but need him to take that next step and really start dominating the competition. But I think he's a guy that has a chance to have a great year. I could go on and on. Our Mike linebacker, Justin Wright, is playing really well. John Michael Terry right here from the city, playing extremely well. Isaiah Epps transferred back to us from Kentucky, who I think is going to have a breakout year at receiver. So you can go on and on with what it is, but, you know, excited about the talent that we have and the experience that we're bringing back.
I'm curious how you use this information, too. You've had back-to-back first-round NFL draft picks in back-to-back years. Never happened before in TU history. How do you use that information to motivate your guys this year? Do you use that? Because obviously you want them to play for you, but you want them to have success.
Well, you know, that's the ultimate goal and the dream of all the kids that we have the pleasure of coaching and recruiting and being around. To see them be able to have the opportunity to go live out those dreams, that's what's so amazing about the job that we get to do. You know, when you look at those first-round draft picks, you're talking about Xavier and you're talking about Tyler, and we've had a lot of other, like Travis is playing extremely well right now with Chicago. Chris Paul's up there in Washington, and many others that are on teams and working their ways. I think guys understand they can come here and get an unbelievable education, be a part of this city, be a part of our football team, and continue to have the opportunity to live out their dreams and go be a first-round draft pick. They're motivated by that, they're inspired by that, but they know it all comes with hard work and dedication and being in the moment of where you're at right now, and the production is gonna pay dividends for you later.
Obviously, we're seeing video of the Ohio State game, which you all were in until the very end, again, down 7 with 7 minutes left. But I wanted to show people the schedule because you got more big games this year. I know you're trying not to look too far ahead, but you've got an SEC opponent, September 24th. How do you approach the schedule as a coach you know, in charge of leading all these men?
Yeah, you know, I think you have to take it game by game and week by week. If you keep looking ahead, you're going to end up slipping up somewhere. For us, we got to be motivated for that opponent this week. We've got to look at it in the process or in the light of this is an opportunity for us to get better every week. You look too far down the road and you can get yourself in a bind. So for us, it's game by game, week by week. Obviously, knowing Ole Miss is on the schedule, you know Cincinnati's on the schedule, you know SMU and Houston, and those guys are all coming up. But those are going to be exciting, important games, but every game's important at this time of the year.
The home opener, September 10th against Northern Illinois. Coach Phillip Montgomery, thank you so much for joining us today.
Thanks for having me. I appreciate it.